Good morning, students. Uh, I hope you all are doing well. Okay, let's start today's session with this practical. This is the practical to show that in a candle, the wax vapors burn to give the flame. Okay, let's start the practical. What we have to do for this practical, we need candle, then this glass tube, and a matchbox and this plier. What you have to do, light a candle and let it stabilize, right? Hold one end of the glass tube in the innermost zone of the candle flame. You can see here, you have to put it in the innermost zone. Why? The vapors, because you can see here, देखो मिडल में हीट ज़्यादा रहेगी, वैक्स मेल्ट होगी, और यहीं की वैक्स अगर हम इस पूरे में कंपेयर करें तो जो सेंटर पोर्शन है वहाँ पे वैक्स गर्म होगी और वो हीट में कन्वर्ट होगी, देन वो वहाँ से ऊपर की तरफ उठेगी, है ना? तो वेयर वी हैव टू इंट्रोड्यूस दिस ग्लास पाइप अप टू द मिडल zone, right? Okay, then bring a lighted matchstick near the other end of the glass tube here. Now a flame is observed at the end of the glass rod. आप जब इसको यहाँ से मैच स्टिक दिखाते हैं तो यहाँ पे एक छोटी सी आपको हल्की सी फ्लेम नजर आएगी, ठीक है? वाई, यहाँ से जो वैक्सी वेपर्स थी वो पास हुई, वैसे तो ये यहाँ आके बर्न कर जा रही हैं, बट कुछ अनबर्न वैक्स वेपर्स दे आर पासिंग थ्रू दिस ट्यूब, एंड इन द एंड यहाँ से ये बाहर निकली, बट यहाँ पे आपने इसको ये मैच स्टिक इग्नाइट कर रहे हो विद द हेल्प ऑफ द मैच स्टिक, देन व्हाट हैपेंस हियर, यू कैन सी अ स्मॉल flame, right? Okay, and this proves that innermost zone of the candle flame consists of wax vapors which burn at the other end of the glass tube. Okay, then this was to prove that the wax vapors burn to give the flame. Now, next. Then next is we will do the second activity. When the candle flame is steady, we will again take the candle and we will with the help of the matchstick हम से जला लेंगे. उसके बाद हम क्या करेंगे? We have to take a slide, है ना? जो छोटी सी प्रैक्टिकल की ग्लास की स्लाइड्स होती है, यू हैव टू टेक दो स्लाइड. देन आप क्या करोगे? एक प्लायर से जैसे भी आप उसको होल्ड करते हो, and introduce a clean, it is written, introduce a clean glass plate or the slide into the luminous zone of the flame. ठीक है, luminous zone, not the outer zone. In the middle zone you have to introduce this glass slide. ठीक है, hold it there with a pair of the tongue about 10 seconds. How much time you have to hold it here for the, sorry, 10 seconds. ठीक है, then you will remove it. Then you will observe that a circular ring, you can see in this, a circular ring is formed on the glass plate for in the slide, है ना? ग्लास प्लेट या फिर स्लाइड जो भी आपने ली है उसमें आपको क्या दिखेगा? ब्लैक कलर की रिंग दिखेगी. दिस इज द डिपोजिशन ऑफ द अनबर्न्ड कार्बन पार्टिकल्स, है ना? इट मींस दीज आर प्रेजेंट इन द फ्लेम and they are present in the luminous in the which portion? In the luminous zone. Luminous zone have the carbon particle and which you can see over the glass slide. Okay, now we have one more activity. Hold a thin long copper pipe, copper wire. You have to take a long copper wire. Okay, and with the help of the plier you can hold it, and for 30 minutes, sorry, 30 minutes will be too much, for 30 second or 1 second you can take it, and you have to hold it. The portion of the copper wire just outside the flame gets red hot. You can see here it becomes red hot, and it indicates that the non-luminous zone, it means the outer zone of the flame, it has the high temperature, right? The outer zone have the highest temperature, that's why the copper wire becomes red hot. Okay, now this is enough for today. Thanks for watching me.
Next topic is fuel. Then fuel is the substance which gives heat energy on burning in the presence of air. Okay, then types of fuel on the basis of the physical state. Physical state fuels are of three types: solid fuel, liquid fuel, and gaseous fuel. Example of the solid fuel is wood, coal, and cow dung cake. And liquid fuel, kerosene, petrol, and diesel. These are the liquid fuel. And LPG also, one more example is LPG. And gaseous fuel example are natural gas, that is a CNG, compressed natural gas CNG, hydrogen and coal gas. These are the example of gaseous fuel. What's the full form of LPG? LPG is liquefied petroleum gas. You will write liquefied petroleum petroleum gas, liquefied petroleum gas. This is a LPG, right? And CNG is natural gas as the CNG. The full form of CNG is compressed natural gas, right? Okay. Now next is efficiency of the fuel. Efficiency of the fuel is judged by its calorific value. Now, what is the calorific value? What's the meaning of the calorific value? Calorific value of a fuel is the heat liberated when 1 gram of the fuel burn. When we burn completely 1 gram of fuel, then the heat generated by that fuel is called the calorific value. It can be expressed in the kilojoule per gram. You can see the unit kilojoule per kg. Uh, Now see kilojoule per kg. It means if we are taking 1 kg of fuel, then the heat generated by this 1 kg of fuel is called calorific value of that fuel, and it will be measured in kilojoule. And if we are taking only 1 gram of the fuel, then it will be joule per gram, right? Okay, now see next. Okay, now next is characteristics of the ideal fuel. A fuel should be carefully selected to get the maximum value out of it, right? Then the what are those factors which should be in consideration? Then these are: number one, calorific value should be not too much high, not too much low. It should be moderate, right? Then the second is ignition temperature should also be moderate, not too high, not too low. And it should be readily available and should be economical also. And it should be easy to transport and to store. It should not release harmful gases, है ना? It should not release harmful gases in the environment, right? There are some mistakes here. It should be in, and B should not be there, है ना? It should not release harmful gases in environment. Now next is, now see the calorific value of the different fuel. Here is a list of some fuel. Then we can see the calorific value of the particular fuel. The first is cow dung cake. Cow dung cake has the calorific value about 6,000 to 8,000 kilojoule per kg, and wood 17,000 to 22,000, coal 25,000 to 33,000, and see the petrol 45,000, kerosene 45, diesel again 45, and methane, CNG, and LPG. These all have the calorific value 50,000 kilojoule per kilogram, right? Okay, then the biogas, it has the 35 to 40,000 kilojoule per kg, and hydrogen have the highest calorific value. It is 1,000 1 lakh 50,000 kilojoule per kg. But we cannot use this in our home because we cannot control over this, है ना? We should take for our use such type of the fuel which should have the moderate, which can give the moderate heat, or we can say moderate ignition temperature, which require the a moderate ignition temperature, right? And the calorific value also should not be too much high. It should be moderate. Now next is burning of fossil fuels lead to the harmful products. Yes, burning of fossil fuels release large amount of the gases, and the particles in the gases and particles in the air. Then see the number one, SPM. SPM full form is suspended particulate matter. SPM is suspended particulate matter. Carbon fuels like the wood, coal, and petroleum. These release large amount of the unburned carbon particle. है ना, कार्बन पार्टिकल जो कि पूरी तरीके से बर्न नहीं हो पाते हैं. Then these carbon particle are called suspended particulate matter, and these are responsible for causing these particle do not settle down. ये कहीं पे सेटल डाउन नहीं हो पाते हैं, तो ये हवा में ऐसे ही तैरते रहते हैं. एंड respiratory in our respiratory system they may enter, and they cause the diseases like the asthma, bronchitis, etc. Now next is carbon monoxide. Incomplete combustion of the fuel, it produces carbon monoxide, and this carbon monoxide is highly poisonous gas, colorless and odorless, no smell. It do not have any smell, odorless gas. Hence it is very difficult to identify the presence of this gas. Okay, then next is why we are advised never to sleep in a room with the burning or smoldering coal fire in it. Then the reason is that it is in a closed room. When all the oxygen will be used up, then the gas carbon monoxide is formed, right? Normally carbon dioxide is formed, but when the oxygen amount is less in the room, then the gas which will be produced, that will be carbon monoxide. It is a poisonous gas, and it can kill the person sleeping in that room. Okay, now next gas is the sulfur dioxide. Now sulfur dioxide, burning of the coal and diesel release the sulfur dioxide gas. It is extremely suffocating and corrosive gas, right? Moreover, the petrol engine gives the gaseous oxide in the nitrogen. Now next is acid rain. The oxide of the sulfur and nitrogen, when they dissolve in the when in the we can say rainwater, actually these gases react with the moisture present into the environment, and when the rain comes, and with the rain they comes down, and this type of rain is called acid rain, harmful for the building, soil, even for the microorganism and our skin also. It can cause the itching in our skin, and it is dangerous for all the microorganism also, even plants also. Now next is the use of the diesel and petrol as fuel in automobile is being replaced by the CNG. Why? Because CNG is less polluting fuel. It do not produce any harmful substances, right? So no harmful gaseous products are produced by this CNG. That's why it is called the cleaner fuel. CNG is called the cleaner fuel. Combustion of most fuel release carbon dioxide in the environment, and which cause the global warming. What is the global warming? It is the rise in the temperature of the earth. This result in the melting of the polar glaciers, and due to the melting of the glaciers, the sea level will rise, and flood in the it will cause the flood in the coastal area or the low lying area, and it may even the permanently submerge, they may also permanently submerge under water. Okay, now next, uh, this we have already discussed. Okay, this was enough. Now the chapter is finished. Thanks for listening me. Thanks for watching me.